Yo, what is going on, everybody? Shri, Kanase here. So what is the perfect Shopify homepage? A lot of people believe that the product page is one of the most important pages that you should have done correctly on your Shopify store. But let me tell you, if you only end up focusing on your product page, you're gonna end up leaving a lot of sales on the table, and here's exactly why. A Shopify homepage has a lot of important factors. Some include the ability to basically show your customer or potential customer that you are not just another dropshipping store, or you're not just out there to scam people, but rather you have a real established brand and you care about the customers more than just about making a quick buck or even money as a whole. Because in reality, the more you show to your customer that you care about them rather than the fact that you care more about getting money, the more your customer is going to be impressed with you and the more money your customers will give to you. So it's very important you watch this video until the end so you can be sure that your Shopify homepage is done correctly. Let's just get right into it. The first thing you'll have to do in order to find any type of success with the homepage you're about to make, however, is to destroy the like button until it turns blue. Promise, not gonna take more than 2 quick seconds. Okay, hopefully you have destroyed the like button down below. But why even focus on the homepage? Why is it so important? Why not spend your time, money, and energy on doing something else? And here's exactly why. The homepage is basically the doorway to your website. Think about just any home out there that you see, or your own home even. The first thing that you see when you're about to enter the home is the door leading to your house. If the door is very rusty, if it's not really well kept, and it just has crack all over it, there's a very high chance you will not be satisfied with the overall vibe of that entire house, or you might not even want to enter that house too often. You might find ways to go outside more often. And that is exactly true when it comes to a Shopify website. The door to your house, in this case the door to your Shopify website, is that homepage. If it is rusty, if it has leaks in it, if it's not professional, your potential customer is going to find it very difficult to continue browsing through your website, let alone give you their hard-earned money to buy something from your website, simply because the doorway to your house was just not properly set up, and it's really not making them feel any comfort, which is why they're wanting to run away from your website as soon as possible. In cases like these, it's very common to have a very high bounce rate. A lot of people complain about having a 90% or above bounce rate, but that's simply because the doorway to your house was just not well kept. Right when somebody landed on it, they were forced to basically leave because they did not find any type of comfort with it. They were not able to establish any kind of trust with your website. So this is why it becomes so important to have the right doorway to your website. But not only does it make your website look professional overall, but it can also convert an additional percentage of customers, especially those who first landed on your product page but weren't really satisfied with the price. They may have thought you were charging a premium, which is very common with Google Ads, and they simply were looking for reasons to continue purchasing from you. And this is where your homepage comes into play, because a lot of these people might end up clicking the homepage button if they see that it is very professional, very laid out with the exact layout I'm about to show you and some examples. They're much more likely to convert, and in return increases your conversion rate significantly. So it's really important you make sure your homepage is set up properly. But what is the exact homepage layout that you should have? Before we discuss that, it's important to know exactly what you shouldn't be doing. So I have a few websites pulled up here. The first one is a bad example of a homepage, which I want to show you guys. So this website is called phoebestro.com, and as you guys can see, this is the overall homepage. And you might be looking at this and thinking that this is a very common dropshipping layout. Maybe you even have this currently for your Shopify store, but we're gonna go over exactly why this is bad, why you should not be doing this. Let's start at the top. So right away at the top, we see a big banner image of a person holding a shopping bag, and there's a lot of different accessories right behind this individual. And on the banner, it says new arrivals collection, get awesome deals by browsing our awesome collections today. So basically, not only did they repeat the same thing twice, but it's really not telling us anything about their brand besides the fact that this website is really heavily focused on their products. To this website, the product is the main thing rather than me, the customer, or my satisfaction. This is how a potential customer thinks when they see something like this. So this is not really too impressive, nothing that would make me want to continue shopping. At this point, if I was a potential customer, I would just leave this because it really shows me what kind of focus this brand has and what they're really after. So if we scroll down, we can see that they're talking about a top selling product. They have a lot of products here which are basic dropshipping products, scroll down, new arrival, still more products, scroll down, and again, trending products. So even more products if we weren't already satisfied with this list right here. And if you scroll down, even more products, latest products. And as you guys can see, it's basically a product based website. All they really care about is the products. They don't really show anything about their brand, about why I should buy from them, and so forth. Here at the very end, in very unprofessional and different colors, they have trust badges right here. So it says fast shipping, 24/7 guarantee, and easy payment. So what these different colors do is that it makes the entire website look a little bit jumbled up and unprofessional, because these are 3 different colors and the website is not really following one specific color theme, which should follow basically 2 colors or so. So this is really not that good for their website. It's just going to make things worse and make people not want to purchase from them or even trust what they're saying right here. And then at the very bottom, they have a section to again offer us more promotions and deals. So this is again going back to the fact that they want to just keep on selling us things. And at the very end, they do have a lot of information such as mailing address, phone address, and so forth. But by the time they get to the end and see these trust badges, the damage has already been done. With all of these different products and different collections around these products, all they did was show us that they didn't really care about the potential customer. So this is what you want to do if you want to drag people away from your website, if you want to have a low conversion rate. But exactly what should you be doing in case you want to be the opposite, you want to have a very high conversion rate? And here's exactly the perfect homepage layout. So at the very top, here's exactly what you want to do. You want to have a very clear image showcasing happy people or something general which promotes happy feelings. And I'm going to be showing you guys 2 examples of this done right on example websites in a second. But you want to have a very clear image at the very top showing happy people or just something in general which induces happy feelings. If it's a general store, you might want to do something like a very generic beach themed banner image or just nature banner image or something similar along those lines, which again promotes happy feelings, because that is going to want a customer to keep on scrolling through. Remember not to do what the first website does, which is just talk about shopping or have somebody have an image where people are shopping and so forth, because that is just going to make things worse for you. Second thing is, after that, you want to have a clear set of trust badges right below the first banner image, and these trust badges should be followed by the product section, because note the following order. We're having people trust us first before selling them anything. We're not having the products first, simply because if we just sell them the products and this is their first time on our website, there is no reason for them to trust us, for them to give us their hard-earned money. So in that case, what we want to do is instead we want to give them a clear set of trust badges, which should at least help a little bit in increasing their trust for us, because that will at least let them know we're just not after their money, and then show them the products. In the product section, however, here's what you want to do. Instead of having multiple product section like the first website did, you want to have 4 rows within this product section with up to 16 different products. So 4 products per row, and below that you want to have the collection section. So no more of those unnecessary products where it says trending products, new products, hot products, and so forth like the first website did. Just one simple section with products followed by the collection section. For the collection section, you want to have up to 2 different rows of items right here, so you can have up to 8 different collections. So if it's home and garden, baby products, and so forth, you want to have 4 collections in the first line and then 4 more collections in the second line, because that is exactly what a proper layout should be of the website. And this should be followed by then having a reviews/testimonials section, and at the very end you want to have an Instagram post section, which is basically optional at this point, but it can definitely add a lot of that extra trust factor that you need to have your customers convert. So now that we covered the basic layout, let's go on over and see the example websites I have for you guys. So the first example website I have for you guys is called GizmoPremium.com. This is a website that basically caught my eye simply because of the very simple, straightforward layout that it had. Now, keep in mind that this website is also not perfect and does not perfectly follow the layout I just mentioned. However, it does get very close, and it has some features that you need to definitely look into to make your entire website much more professional. So the first thing is, at the very top, they don't have just one image, but they have a changing set of images right here with the same exact background. Only the shirts are changing. So this is something I really thought was interesting and cool, because a lot of dropshipping websites don't really do this. But one thing I don't like is that right here they say cheer yourself up with a new product. Not only is this in improper English, but also this is talking about products which we don't want to do. Rather, they would want to be talking about some kind of sale going on, or just have a simple shop now button, and that would have been enough. But what they do next kind of overrides this, simply because they do follow the directions which I just went over. So right after that, they do have these trust badges right here. First one one is shipping perks, money back guarantee, customer service, and finally non-toxic, better quality product. So these 4, again, very unique because not a lot of websites really talk about having non-toxic products. So this makes them stand out of the crowd, and they have different trust badges right at the very top, right below the main image, which kind of helps add a little bit of extra trust to their overall website. If we scroll below, they don't have the product section right here. Instead, they have the collection section. But what I want you guys to notice is that their collection images are very high quality in a very similar manner. So all of it basically blends in together very well, and it matches the overall theme that they have for their website. So this is something you want to be doing. And right here, they have 6 different collections. You can do this, or you can have 4 different collections per line. But make sure to have this right below the product section. But they do have a section right here which is why choose us. Again, a very important thing to have, and this sort of acts like another trust badge on your homepage, so you definitely want to be looking into this as well. But right here is where they have the featured products. Looking at the products, it's very obvious it's a dropshipping website, but what I personally recommend is that you have this products section right below the main trust badges, and that should be followed by the collections, or you can have a why choose us section right after the product section, followed by the collection section. Below that, they have another special section right here which says sign up and get 25% off. One thing I don't like is that they don't have a section right here to enter my email address, because that would have been better. That way I could have signed up to get that coupon code. But right below that, they have the testimonials and reviews section, which is what you should have as well, right after the collection section on your website. So right here is all of the testimonials. Of course, you want to make yours much more realistic and make it stand out a bit, basically have it popping out with different colors and so forth, so people actually end up reading the reviews. And at the very end, you want to have something similar like this, a follow us on Instagram section, in case you were not sure what that even means. This is basically it. This can be achieved with an app that you can download on Shopify. If you're wanting more info on the app, let me know in the comment section. I'll provide the link for that app for you guys. But at the very end, they have a very simple footer menu talking about the different policy pages, different payment options, and so forth. So very simple, straightforward, and to the point, but this is exactly what you want to be doing, especially if you have a general store. Now, you may be thinking, what should you do if you have a niche store or a one product store? In that case, you want to follow the second website's overall layout for the homepage. So on the homepage, right when we land, we see something similar. They have a very clear professional image of a woman laughing, which basically induces happy feelings, because people like seeing other people laugh. It makes them feel good about themselves. So this is exactly what this website does right here. On the left, they're talking about some DIY things. So it says DIY at home aqua facial treatment is here. And instead of describing the product and its specifications, it says get the same brilliant results as a professional aqua facial treatments in the comfort of your home at a fraction of a cost. So not only is it talking about the cost itself, it's also describing what they're going to achieve when they use this kind of product. And then they have a shop now button at the end. Very professional and exactly what you want to be doing for your own homepage as well. Right below that, they have a section which talks about the product itself, why it is revolutionary, why it kind of brings results, and so forth. Again, a very important section to have. In this case, this acts like a trust badge for this website. And in this case, this is a one product store, so it only has that one product right at the top right here below the trust badge. You want to do this as well, and they have laid this out very professionally and in a very different manner than you would see as a normal dropshipping store. Right below that, they actually have the testimonial section, because they don't really need a collection section here for just one product. The thing about this reviews section is that these reviews are all active and live, which just adds to the trustworthiness of this website, and it really makes people want to trust this website. But in addition, the reviews themselves are very big and laid out very professionally. So again, another reason why a potential customer would want to trust them. And what I like is that they have added these action-based buttons right on their homepage. So add to cart button with a small trust badge, because they don't want people to just go through their homepage and not really take any action. So they have added that to cart button right here. Much easier to do for one product stores and niche stores rather than for general stores. But below that, they have more reviews, more testimonials talking about their product, and finally a section to subscribe. This could be made better, because this could talk about a coupon code or a discount these people could get if they enter their email below, and then more trust badges at the end. And this is followed by the footer menu, which goes over a lot in detail. So as you guys can see, this basically follows the entire layout which we just went over right here. First of all, you want to have a clear image showcasing happy feelings or happy people, followed by a clear set of trust badges. There can be various different ways you set up these trust badges, with a product section right below that, and 4 rows, maybe up to even 16 products, followed by a collection section with 2 rows up to 8 different collections, followed by a review/testimonial section, and finally to end it off with the Instagram post section at the very end. So these things really help add a lot of trust to your overall homepage, and as I already said, the homepage is the doorway to your website. So you want to make sure the doorway is set up properly. It looks very fancy, very unique, because otherwise people are not going to come through your door and look at the entire house, in this case your entire website. But if you're wanting more direct help with all of the things I mentioned, or even with Google Ads, which is what I specialize in, I do currently offer one-on-one Google Ads mentoring. You can message me on Instagram at DedicatedYoung to find out more. But if you found any type of value in this video, smash that like button and smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.